Y'all, it's hot out here, so just forgive me. I got my towel and I'm sweating. I just had to get my little walk in. And then, you know, when I'm out in the sun and the elements, I want to give you a little piece of that because it serves as a nice backdrop. Greetings and welcome back to my channel, Spine Shine Goddess. I am Sandra Roberts, the Sand Goddess. We are encouraging Black women to live their organic truth, to speak and stand in it without apologies or permission. March 5th, I turned 53.
This is the day that our goddess was made, that our goddess was made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that our goddess was made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that our goddess was made. Cheers.
To the older sisters, we're looking good, doing things that our parents didn't do, treating ourselves with luxury. We're getting massages and pampering, we're traveling, we're doing some things that maybe we were taught are not what Black women do. You know, that's what white people do. White people do that. White people do that. White people do that. Like being on the coast, water. Black people don't do that. We don't do that. Black people don't swim. Black people don't fish. Black people don't scuba dive. It's like when you in the States, we make something special at a club, like bike riding. Black girls ride bikes. Black girls swim. Black girls fish. Everything becomes something trendy and cool in the organization and a bumper sticker and a slogan because it's like, these are things we've been taught that Black people don't do. But the truth is, Black people do those things. Black people have been doing those things. Getting back to our roots is not so much as making it so exotic. Getting back to the root of who we are. We're relearning that. We're repurposing some of what we've learned in the States. The rat race came from 9 to 5. The consumerism. We're finding ways to make our income work for us without killing ourselves. And that's getting back to being who we've always been. Some of the, I'm in wherever, you know, we've already been to those places. Black people have traveled the globe. We are global people. It's our history. So it's nothing new, nothing brand new. There's nothing new about going anywhere on the globe. Anywhere you touch down in the globe, we've already been there. We're global people. Rather than continuing to make it something so unique and so special, it should feel more like home. This is what we do. We're just reconnecting with our history. It doesn't have to be, oh, this is something unique, so we got to create a club. If you choose to do so, fine. I'm not knocking what you do. If you want to create the club, I'm just saying it ain't brand new. Everything doesn't have to be a bumper sticker and a slogan and some kind of trend or some kind of social status or something so different, because it is us. We have traveled. We do swim. We do fish. We've been on boats. Black people, birthday come, we got to do the yacht. You got to make it so special, like we brand new to every damn thing. We're not brand new to everything. And it begins to look silly. Like I was talking to the brother, I spotted him one day on his horse. And you see that a lot. Children on their horses, riding along the beach. Hey, it's beautiful. Well, my last birthday, I thought it was so important to, in Florida, take this horse ride on the beach because it's something I'd never done. Now I'm here and you see kids with horses riding along the beach. So the horse thing, again, like fishing, swimming, like so many other things, it's regular. It's what we do. It's not like it's something black people don't do, because obviously you see black people doing it. Most times that seems unique to us because either we've grown up in a different culture, different climate, different space, but we're still black folks. We ride bikes, we boat, we fish, we swim, we do all those things. We're just that disconnected that we have to keep finding ways to validate who we are. Not all of you. I always have to throw that in there because, well, not me. Not all. Because, see, I grew up in here and I traveled. That's good, sis. Obviously, I'm not talking to you because you're well traveled. Your parents travel. You could be an army brat. You could be someone who grew up internationally. You could be someone who grew up in a different country. And sometimes even that, black people will take it upon themselves to use that to say how different they are from everybody else, because they feel, well, hey, y'all knew the traveling, not me. I grew up in a different country. My parents, it's still like, but that's still regular. You don't have to brag about it. And if you're sitting home right now and you haven't been anywhere and you haven't, let me tell you something right now. If you were sitting somewhere and you haven't traveled, stop beating up on yourself and looking at videos that look so glamorous. Some of us are finding ourselves. Some of us are still searching. You may not even need to do that. Making yourself feel bad or looking at other people's videos and what all they're doing. When you at home chilling with wine and Netflix with your feet up on the couch, baby, you good. Ain't nothing wrong with being good. Some of us just have things we're seeking and we're not oftentimes satisfied with where we are. So it forces us out to have to do things to make other connections that bring us right back home. Sometimes it just helps you to appreciate, or maybe you make a different connection with a global family, some people you could, visit. It just expands your base. Some of us do need that. The posts where people will say, oh, sis, I can't wait to be where you are. Or I hear that, but it does kind of like you where you're supposed to be. You don't necessarily have to be anywhere in particular. If you're good, if you're happy and you're blessed and you know it, you're good. Life is good. Everybody doesn't require to be foreign place or in an exotic place. You're good because you're good. So don't envy that. Don't envy being at home. At home. That's very special. Some of us may envy that. We want to feel at home, but we're still chasing something. Just something in our spirit that's still searching and seeking. And some people die chasing it. See a lot of travel videos and channels popping up. It's money in that now. It's money in spending money to travel or find unique ways to travel to make a YouTube channel. Because again, we didn't see a lot of black people traveling. You didn't see a lot of YouTube channels where black people were doing. So now it's become a thing. So you got folks really doing extra to create a brand, a trend to encourage other people to travel. That's another form of consumerism. That's another form of commercialism that will make you feel bad if you can't afford to do it. And you also have channels that are helping us to leave our jobs and helping us to exit out the U.S. and helping us to do all these things to live a life of peace. Everybody has a different reason as to why they choose to live somewhere else. You may find the U.S. to be okay with your lifestyle. Let me just be honest. In the States, $700 some for mortgage. My car paid off 2004. It's in good condition. So aside from utilities, student loans, and my mortgage, which the student loans, I do the IBR for the income base. Technically, the more money you make, the more you have to pay. Not teaching, what I used to do. I make less now, so it benefits me because I don't have to pay as much towards the student loan because I make less. The fact that I don't drink like that, maybe occasional, wine or so. Don't club, get my nails done every week. I'm not getting my hair done every week. I don't have to have the latest fashion of clothes. Everything is lifestyle and choice. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. So when people ask me, man, you've been gone for how long? How are you able to do that? And you got a lot of videos telling you how to do it, how to make money online. Those videos are cool. If you like working on a computer, if you are technically savvy, if you are able to teach English online, and if you're able to do transcribing, and there are all sorts of videos telling you how you can make money. Cut down on your spending at home. Retrain your brain and the company you keep that keeps telling you you got to have the latest. You got to have these purses. You got to have these shoes and tennis shoes. You got to have the latest car. You got to be out. Calculate how much money you're spending every week just to keep up with people, just to prove that you are living a lifestyle. People will make more money and spend the increase that they're making on crap just to look like they are now making more money. But they're making the same amount of money because they done already spent the money that they could have saved, but they got to show people, well, now I'm making this, so I got to live up to this. Someone did a post about that, not that was a cool post because it was some interesting things. How do you keep up with your bills? I use index cards. I put all of my bills on index cards. I label what the bill is. I underline it. I have the due date, the amount each week, the balance if there's a balance, if it's something revolving, the account number, if it's something taken out automatically or if it's something I have to pay. It's just something about being able to flip through it, feel it, see it today, whenever. Outline where your money is going. And I know people say that all the time. And it's true. You got to first know where you're spending your money. Keep your receipts. Where is your money going? When you start tracking where it's going, and then ask yourself, why are you spending money on that particular thing? If you find that you spend a lot of money on unnecessary things that are really meant to impress somebody, then hey, reserve that money to impress people by taking a trip every year. You can do a couple of trips. The money some of y'all spend on hair. Some of these bundles, shit, you could have been taking a few round trips to Egypt just off the bundles alone. I ain't gonna talk about ass anymore because that's what y'all want to have. We already did that video. Y'all done bought ass, you buying ass, you saving up for ass, do what you do. But the money you can spend on ass, money you can spend on traveling. So it's not about, I wish I could do that, sis. We ain't doing nothing special. I'm not doing anything special. I just told you what my bills are. Belize is kind of expensive. If you don't live like a local, it can be a little pricey. Of course, you may get more for your currency. Maybe. There's some fees that come involved when you're using the ATM or some other things too. I'm not getting into that. But you don't have to always find something to do online. You don't have to start searching for these ways of making money while you're out the country. You can simply start living the life you want to live outside the country in the U.S. You don't have to leave home to stop buying all that. You don't have to leave home to stop spending your money on stuff that's just meant to keep up with the Joneses. So start saving that. Index, find out what you're spending, figure out why you're spending it on that, and then start eliminating. Stop spending money and start saving that money for your whatever it is, your getaway, your snowbirding. If you don't want to be in a cold climate, take 3 months out the year. 3 months to live somewhere else is nothing. It really isn't. You just got to figure out where you spend your money and let go of that whole U.S. consumerism thing and impressing people. Start living like you're living at the U.S. while you're in the U.S. in order to afford to leave the U.S. for good or just for a few months. It's that simple. Start downsizing. Really, start your whole tiny home experience and your home minimalist experience within the U.S. Why are we still, as grown people, trying to look like we're impressing people? That's crazy. We're too old for that. Kind of been all over the place, but hopefully you get the gist of it. The main thing is my birthday. Right now, the best birthday gift you can give this sister is to subscribe. But don't go subscribing if you're not really interested in hearing what I got to say as far as, what it is to be a Black woman and speaking out organic truth and just, whatever it is to kind of help us become better people. But that's how you can help the sister. You can't help if you subscribe and you don't watch. But if you want to give me a birthday present, you want to show love, and you hit that subscribe button and share it with somebody. And if you're not going to watch it, share it with a sister. Some of the videos that may not apply to you. You may know a sister that, it may apply to. Somebody that needs to hear certain things, or that I might be just their cup of tea. And say, I think you might like this sister. Hit that like button or unlike, subscribe, make a comment, be peace. But if you have to be war, be that too. Peace.